You are listening to the East Texas Banner right here at easttexasbanner.com. We've got the huge privilege today of chatting with Mr. Ron Mitchell. He is here at Mitchell Saw and Supply and also Rebel Armory as well. Been here a while.
This is our 55th year.
55th.
Is Mitchell Saw and Supply. Rebel Armory, this will be our 17th year in the guns.
I look around this place and it is packed to the gills. I mean, steel is obviously a huge product here, but what are some of the things that you guys carry?
Steel is our primary line. We're a logging supply.
Okay.
We do sell outdoor power equipment, but we're not a lawn mower dealer. We supply to the logging industry originally, and that's grown enormously. Because of the steel line is more into the homeowner, commercial, small business operations, and our business is centered around originally logging, but more into construction and homeowners for whatever their needs are in steel products. We also handle hydraulic hose and fittings, probably more so than most anybody else between Lake Charles and Houston.
Really?
We have people that drive hundreds of miles on occasion to get to the guns that we are able to supply, and to the hydraulics likewise. And we probably keep more steel power equipment on hand than any other dealer in that same territory. We've been the top Texas dealer for several decades in the steel outdoor power equipment.
Tell us a little bit about, you've been here 55 years. What are some of the things you've seen change over 55 years?
Well, the whole outdoor power equipment industry.
Okay.
When we started, not everybody owned a chainsaw.
Right.
There were no handheld blowers. There were no weed eaters. All this other outdoor power equipment didn't exist. There were about 3 chainsaws in the steel line that we were selling when we started this business.
Wow.
Now there are dozens and dozens. It's hard to keep up with all the equipment. The battery line, it started in 2017. They said by 2025 they would sell more battery operated equipment than gasoline.
Wow.
And steel's been the top seller in the world for chainsaws for many decades, at least 40 years. In 17 they started. In 2021 they exceeded the gasoline market 4 years early. So they sell more battery operated equipment than they do gasoline now. They're the largest supplier of battery operated equipment to the commercial market in the United States.
I'm seeing what sets you guys apart, okay? But what do you feel like sets you apart?
We're not in the lawnmower business and sell some steel equipment on the side.
Right.
Steel is our business. We have hydraulic hose and fittings and cable chain chokers, oils and lubricants and all the things that the industry needs, but we're complete with the steel line of equipment. The depth of inventory and the width of it, all the different pieces of equipment. We have 2 gold certified technicians, mechanics on the payroll year round. We're not a lawnmower business that hires people up during the summer and lays them off in the winter. We keep a complete line of mechanics and salespeople, all able to interact and do different projects. They can substitute. I can sell today, or I can mechanic tomorrow. We do whatever we need to fill in all the slots. If we run short of somebody in one area, we can move them around. They're able to multitask.
Right. And it seems to me that a lot of business has gotten away from that.
We are a service oriented business.
You know, it's kind of been interesting to watch how a lot of businesses have just ebbed away from that thing, where service is not it's really more the exchange at the counter. You know, the fact that you guys, you have your mechanics, you keep those guys on hand full time. You know, I mean, that's how business used to be ran.
It was, and for some of us, it never changed. We're a one-on-one business. Everybody that comes through the door needs personal service. We have to go out and meet that person, talk with them, help them. You know, they're not self-serving here. We have displays you can look around, but you know, the majority of the questions we have to answer, they have to talk to a salesman or a mechanic to get what they need.
That's awesome. That's awesome. It really is kind of refreshing to hear that, because it's almost like, nothing against some of the big box stores, right? But it almost seems like, and you know some of the ones probably I'm thinking about, but it almost seems like you wander around in there lost, and then when you find somebody, they're almost as lost as you are.
If you don't go find them, that you can wander in circles for hours. Nobody will notice.
Sure. So Mitchell Saw Supply. So tell us some of the other things. Now, obviously, steel is the flagship.
It is
of what you guys do. Give us a little bit of a rundown about some of the other items that maybe people hear and they're like, oh man, I've been looking for somebody who supplies that.
We take pride in having what other people do not have. You know, if you can buy it at Walmart, we don't need to supply it here. We have tools, big tools, 2-inch end wrenches.
Okay.
You know, we supply 3/4 and 1-inch air operated impacts.
Okay.
You know, we fabricate air hoses for equipment. You know, 3/8, half, 3/4, 1-inch air hoses for air operated equipment for industry. We make hydraulic hose and fittings for all the equipment. We stock the odd fittings that, you know, the other places say, oh, you're going to have to go someplace else for that. We stock it.
Right.
We have the metric inventory for hydraulic hose and fittings. Big tools, anything that's odd, heavy duty, you know, something beyond what you'd find in an auto parts store. That's where we try to shine.
You keep what everybody else is not mass producing.
People come in all the time. Do you have this or do you have that? Usually we do, but if we don't, we'll tell you where to go get it.
Yeah, it's a great, man. Service is a lost art.
Yeah, that it is.